back into the studio, everyone. I'm Stacy Hall, your host for the Lighthouse Path podcast. As you know, but you don't know, the guest I have, the treat I have for you today, especially if you're a woman in the corporate world. Oftentimes I talk to folks who are helping entrepreneurs. Today, my guest is Sue Fisher, and she focuses on women still in the corporate world. Sue is known as a strategic, calm leadership guide. And what she's doing for these women who are in high performing positions with lots of stress, she guides them to an experience where they can maintain their calm, leave work at work so that they're not bringing that stress into the home, and be able to be fully present with everyone else when they're not at work and when they are at work. So, without any further explanation, because I want you to meet her, Sue Fisher, it is a delight to have you with us today. Thanks for getting away from your corporate job to be here.
Well, thank you very much, Stacy. I'm glad to be here and looking forward to having a conversation with you.
Well, marvelous. And the conversation here is always about how you shine the light on your clients. So we're going to start with, how do you show the clients that you have, that you support, that they matter to you beyond just the transaction? Like there's more to the relationship than just you provide coaching, if you will, and they pay you for it.
I like to actually get to know my clients and know what they're like and how they interact with their families and their life at the office, so I can understand what they are dealing with during the daytime and then how to transition them best on their way home so that when they get home, they're actually present for their family, whether it be their kids, their husband, whatever the case is. And I also stay in contact with them. So it's not just once and done. I'll check on them, see how they're doing, and ask if they can help them in any other further way outside what I'm doing. So I basically try to form a friendship with them and a relationship.
Yes. Okay. Wonderful. So even in the corporate world where it feels sometimes unfriendly, you're making it more friendly.
Correct. Yes.
Do you find that they find that weird? Like, are they uncomfortable at first that you want to get to know them so well?
It depends. Some yes, some no. So it takes a different amount of time sometimes to warm people up and understand that, I'm not after just their money or something. I really want to help them and make it more pleasant for when they go home. Having experienced it myself, I understand that world very well. And it can be brutal to go home and then you take it out on your family, which you really don't want to happen. So that's how I got in this business, and that's what I want to help other people like myself learn and appreciate that difference.
Yeah, we've known each other a little bit, and I know truly necessity was the mother of invention for you. Can you share the experience, maybe the moment that you realized that it was time to change you so that you could change how you were with other people?
Yeah, I did some very deep dive into my own personal background and looking at myself and saying, I can't keep going home and snapping at the kids or being on edge every time somebody asks me a question. So there's got to be something that I'm doing or something that I'm carrying from my work to here. And so I actually started to reflect back and learn why I was doing that. And I've learned through different ways to actually make myself calm and think about calm and leaving it actually in the car or before I get home. And it's been a training of that. And there's also little different exercises and things that I do to help relieve that stress so that I can come home and be present for them.
Yeah. Do you mind? I might be asking for too much, but would you be willing to share one of those exercises with us here? Because I bet you it isn't just corporate women who could use it.
Oh, sure. Well, one of the biggest things that I do, especially when you get tense and stuff, even in the office, even before you come home, is to take a deep breath in and slowly exhale, and do this at least 5 to 10 times to where you actually start to feel yourself turn and be calm and get rid of that pressure. That's one of the ways that I do, and it's very simple, even sitting at your desk to do.
We hear this about breathing a lot. I can say there are many people say breathing. When I was in the corporate world, I wish I had known you back then. I've been gone from it for quite a while. And there was no support. I was a boss, and I was a boss that was a you know what that rhymes with which, right? Because I felt stress all the time, and it did take a toll on me. That what I can say to you, Susan, is that getting me to stop and breathe would have taken a superhuman act of God, I think, because
Okay.
I got so wound up. So, for somebody who is now like I used to be, what would you say to them? Like, if they say to you, like, yeah, if I can remember to breathe, then and it'd be like, give me a paper bag because that would be the kind of breathing I'd need to do. What would you say to them?
I would say to them to let's take a walk. Let's go walk outside, leave the building, and take a nice brisk walk to just try and walk off that aggravation and that stress that you have. And it could be a 15-minute walk, just to get away from the whole situation. And even being outside in nature has, for me at least, is very, very peaceful, and that's what I enjoy, and what I used to do that when I was get really stressed. Just put everything down and walk away from it. Take a break.
Yeah. So, I mean, most of your coaching would be long distance, I would expect, this
Hmm.
through Zoom.
Right.
So when you're hearing them say that they're the stress, you would actually say to them, when you finish this call, walk outside.
Yes.
Or
That's what
you
I would
would
say. Or even in the middle, if they got really stressed, say, okay, let's take a break. Go, or even sit, take a walk around the house, whatever, some way just to release that tension, because that's one of the things I find that maintains the high stress is if you don't try to get rid of it, it just builds upon each other and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
yeah, just very, very tight. Well, and what a wonderful gift you are to your clients and to anyone. I'm I'm wondering, is there anything else that you would suggest to someone who's serving clients or customers to help build stronger foundation of relationship? Anything beyond what you shared with us before?
Just, you know, try to get to know them, because they're a person just like you. What do they do? What do they like? Some of their interests, just general, and that's going to help them open up to you, because you're just trying to be a friend. You're not trying to, you know, just to be a coach, do your time period and then walk away. No, I really care about people and I want to help them. And they may come here for stress, but it may ultimately turn out to be something else that that they need help with that they don't even know about yet.
That's beautiful. So, you are obviously in the corporate world, which means you have a LinkedIn account, but I noticed that you're sharing your Facebook page. Is that so that people can be kind of incognito when they're contacting you? They can find you without having anybody at work track their LinkedIn? Or what are they going to find on your Facebook page?
My Facebook page, they're going to find out more personal things, different things that I like to do. I think it's a way to make you more personable. I think that people who are in the corporate world, even though that's what LinkedIn's done, I look at it as a recruiting thing. I'm not trying to recruit anybody. I want people to just be themselves and be, they have families and everything. And that's how I want to approach it. I don't want to come from like I'm coming from the corporate world, even though I work in the corporate world and I've got that background. I just want to be, friend, calm, and peaceful, really, and work with them. And I think that that also lowers any type of walls or anything that people might have. That I just want to be a friend and be able to help you. That's
Well, you definitely have a calm vibration. I would say that I'm sure if anybody started watching and they were in a stressful place, just listening to Susan, like it's just I always feel that way. Just so calm, measured, balanced, grounded. So you have chosen a perfect field, I say, to be in. And to everyone else, I do say reach out to her, whether you're in the corporate world or not. Sue probably has some tips for dealing with stress so you don't take it out on the people you love. She's helped me quite a bit, and I appreciate that always. And with that, let's always remember to shine the light on our clients, on our customers, on our team members, and do what Sue has said, get to know them as people, not as targets. Everyone, shine on.